Welcome to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, home to the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles, and fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup at the Rock. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a team from the American, the Rice Owls, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Golden Eagles about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in down the sideline. There he goes down the right side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
Forget establishing the run game. Go up top right now. Play one. Be aggressive. You told everybody all week, we're going to come out, we're going to be aggressive, and they are. They take the shot. They get rewarded. One play, one touchdown. What a start.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Some kind of mirage, and he thought he saw fourth down someplace. It's not fourth down, and the punt team's on the field. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Owls. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football. So much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Can we get the trainers over to the coach right now? He's got his punt team out there, and it's not fourth down. A low line drive and short kick. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Owls. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Coming out with it, it's Raymond. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement. Flying down the left side. The 40. Past the 30. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Miss.
Sometimes these games can snowball. You get down 21, next thing you know, you look up, it might be 35. Nice answer, put a drive together. Now the defense has got to get you a stop. Then you try to put another drive together. One possession at a time, try to climb back in this football.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Oh, he had his man for a big gainer, and he just flat missed him. Guys, let's chat just a little about Rice. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback keeper fights off a defender. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
They went with the QB design run. The quarterback knew where the marker was to get that first. He dove out. He was trying to get the ball to that point. He just couldn't quite get there.
This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Owls.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lang. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Talk about having a day. We're not even done the first quarter yet. This receiver already has over 100 yards. Look out.
They're going to run it. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Here we go. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Safe completion on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
On the move. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Green. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Golden Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll send the tight end in motion. On the run, it's Green. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
And the Golden Eagles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Wants to fire on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. And the field goal caps off this first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Across the 45. At the 40, there he goes. It's a seam wide. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Owls.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. USF has had no answer for the onslaught they faced today. A crucial game for this team, and they did not answer the bell. They're trailing by 14 to UNLV. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing, having to take the 3. Lofts one high and deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Motion from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He might want another play. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
The Golden Eagles are marching down the field.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Running back searching for a hole. Got room to work. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the Golden Eagles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hauled settled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
The Golden Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
Let's go.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. Working the middle, it's complete. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire plate.
And just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's chat for just a moment about Southern Miss. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. The Owls in a good spot here with second and short. On the ground, it's Peterson. Still running at the 40. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Yeah, this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Rice rushes to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking for a gap. It's Green. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything. He lofts one down the sideline. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Golden Eagles in the hurry-up. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Quarterback will keep it. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. The Golden Eagles are moving quickly down the field.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Green. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Shakes off the defender. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
And the Owls just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
He's brought down at the 41-yard line. Brings up second down.
The Owls can really attack on this second and short. They go to the ground. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Eakin. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got a little space. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2,